Hello, and welcome to our first week on the theme of mental health for Awakened. I think it's fair to say that the Bible has been misused to create some very harmful theology around mental health. Chief among these is the belief that if your faith is strong enough, that if you just believe hard enough and pray often enough, that God will cure your every woe. And I don't think the evidence supports that. That if we look to the people we know in our lives, that there are plenty of people who have been good, strong, faithful people who have to navigate physical or mental health concerns every day of their lives. I can understand why people might think this. If you read through the biblical text, you can see all these miraculous things happening. But I don't think that that is the promise of the biblical text, that if our faith is strong enough, God will heal us. I think the promise of the biblical text is that God will not, that God will never abandon us, that God is with us at all times and through all things. And as much as we might like God to heal our every woe, knowing that God is with us, no matter what it is we're going through in our lives, can be incredibly empowering. When Christian community is at its best, and I get that Christian community is often not at its best, but when Christian community is at its best, we ought to support each other no matter what is going on in our lives, but especially if there are difficult times. That Christian community ought to rally around people who are struggling and be God's presence made manifest for those who are struggling. Because we all are at some point, and we are all in this life together, and we're better off when we're in this life together. We're better off when we're walking this journey together. As we move through the 21st century, I hope that we continue to destigmatize mental health. Simply acknowledging the mental health realities that we are navigating can be very empowering for us to say that we are living with this concern at this moment. Can be empowering for us, but also naming that can help others too, to feel free to talk about the mental health challenges that they are navigating as well, so that we can all get the help that we need, the support that we need, and we can try to navigate this life a little better. One of the tools that we have to help us whenever life feels overwhelming is to stop and try to center ourselves in this moment. I don't know about you, but so often I can think about a hypothetical future. I can get so wrapped up about what could happen, what might happen. I can what if myself to death, what if this happens, or what if that happens. And most of the times the things that I'm worrying about are things that will never come to fruition. And so centering myself in the moment has been incredibly helpful. During this thematic period where we're talking about mental health, the spiritual practice will be mindfulness. In some ways, this is similar to meditation, but also a bit different. Today, we're going to do a mindfulness practice that begins with a breathing meditation and ends with observing. Friends, I'll invite you, as you're able, to find a place that feels comfortable. I'm outside today, right outside my office, around nature, but a favorite place for you to go. It can be inside, outside, whatever. Find a place to sit down that feels comfortable and place your feet flat on the ground. Sit up straight as you're able and place your hands in a comfortable position. I like to fold my hands and place them on my lap. They'll invite you to close your eyes and to begin taking a deep breath in and out. In and out. In and out. And try to clear your mind as you're breathing in and out. And focus solely on your breath. There may be noise around you. Just let it be. And focus on your breath. Perhaps you'll have a thought that will come into your mind. Acknowledge it and then let it go. Feel your lungs fill with oxygen, and then release. Breathe in and out. And if you feel yourself focusing on something else, try not to let it consume you, but be present in this moment. For this moment is what's real. This moment is what exists. The past is behind us. The future is in front of us, and all there is this moment right now. So feel the breath in your body, and feel the breath leave your body. I invite you to take a final breath in and out, and allow your eyes to open as you feel comfortable. And perhaps feeling a little more centered. Notice the space around you. I can feel the wind on my skin. I can take a fresh notice of the light that is in my eye, the brightness of being outside. And I'm around nature. I can see plants around me, flowers. I can hear little bugs flying around me. I've heard birds chirping. I notice the cars around me as well. I hear the wind rustling through the trees. And I give thanks for this moment. I give thanks for the beauty of life that is around me. I take notice that all of this is here and that I am a part of it and that you are a part of it. Throughout this week, notice what is around you. If you feel yourself getting pulled in every which direction, stop for a moment. Center yourself. It doesn't have to be an extended breathing meditation. It can be just closing your eyes for a minute and then opening them and paying attention to where you are. Center yourself in this moment. In like manner, if you feel yourself so overwhelmed that it is difficult to function and it is frustrating for you, You might do a longer breathing meditation to center yourself in this moment, to ground yourself in this moment, so that you can recognize that you're here and give thanks. Good luck in your centering practice this week, in your mindfulness meditation. Thanks be to God for you, and may it be so. Amen.